Hi guys, welcome to the latest episode of Cricket Draft Insight. Everybody's unexpectedly left the house, so what else am I going to do? I'm going to make a cricket draft video, of course. There's one round of the county championship game remaining. I don't want to bore you to tears with my entire backstory and ambitions. I'm in 1054th position. I would love to finish in the top 1,000. The final game week, who knows? Could there be some selection spanners in the works? One or two, young players given an opportunity. Players been rested, maybe. We'll see how it goes. I'm probably going to captain Simon Harmer. Pretty mainstream these days. You know me, if you followed me earlier in the season, I like to be a bit obscure, a bit different. I finished top 500 last year without ever picking Simon Harmer. Didn't captain him this week. Ryan Higgins, who was partially injured, but did at least score a 50. Liam Dawson, I know a few people captained him. He's been doing well for me recently. So, I think my team's been a lot better past few weeks since the reset, and my approach to selection. I think if it was just the past 6 or 7 weeks, I'd be certainly top 500. So I think I've clawed my way back reasonably well, and I think that puts me in good stead to do well next season too. But I hope in this final game week, like I say, I hope I can get into the top 1,000, and I hope that you guys, I know some of you told me sort of around 500 position, you sort of top 200, and you really want to achieve those finishes. So I hope things work out for you in the final week, that you make the right decisions with your captain and your selections, and you probably 10:15 Tuesday morning is it, you'll be pushing those buttons, and hopefully you don't make any daft at the toss decisions like I sometimes have. So I hope you really enjoyed the game in the county championship. I have. It's been really nice to go on X and just interact with people, communicate with people about cricket and our healthy obsession, of course, with cricket draft. Of course, the one-day International World Cup is upon us. I can't wait to pick my team for that. I've got some players really crying out to me. I'm following the scorecards and the game's a bit closer now. Maybe wasn't, following some series as closely as others. I'm really keen to see who's doing well now. Although it's a bit weird because a lot of teams are now playing kind of reserve squads, so it's a bit, you've got to be careful who's actually in the World Cup squad and such like. Marco Jansen is a player who's appealing to me. Left armour, can bat a bit. Did well for South Africa against Australia recently. Glenn Phillips, I'm just getting some Glenn Phillips vibes at New Zealand. I think he's at Manish Tichana at Sri Lanka, who I know his record, he did well in the qualifier, and you might argue so many of his games are against weaker nations, but his average about 24 economy, something like 4.5, which is pretty impressive in one-day international cricket. Though I think he does have a hamstring injury, so we'll see how that evolves. Shakib Al Hassan, just a player who comes to mind. Fantastic all-round cricketer who you would expect to do well. So I'm sure you're all looking forward to that. I think that goes live after the the conclusion of the county championship. I finished 104th in the one-day cup, domestic one-day cup in England. That's probably going to be a big ask to have such a good finish in the World Cup game. Hopefully, there's going to be lots of people playing. From all around the world. They're going to go online, search for Fantasy World Cup, and they're going to find a cricket draft. So hopefully there's a good few thousand people playing that, and I'll make a bold statement and say top 500, top 250. Should I go top 250? Should I aim for top 250? And if I fail spectacularly, we'll pretend I didn't say that out loud. So yeah, just a quick video, just seizing the opportunity whilst I had one, because me, I love to talk about cricket draft. So I hope you really enjoyed the county championship game. Did I say thank you very much for interacting with me on Twitter? It's really nice just to talk to people with a common interest. And all the best in the one-day International World Cup game. How's that?